Hey everybody, Dirili here. Welcome back to another episode of Dandelion, which is brought to you by Chariots. We are still pursuing Jieun, and let's just jump right into things. We are maxed out on points with him, and let's check out those stats again. Oops, not that, the stats. Yep, we're all good, so all you have to do is just keep working on things until we come up with an event. Go out to the beach. Yes. The weather is getting colder. You'd better dress warmly. That woman, she's wearing something strange. In the middle of winter, wearing a bikini? Eek, Jieun, you mustn't look. I'm not blinded by it. Whoa, 4 Jieun stickers. It's too bad I can't pick. Well, 5, man. Too bad I can only take 3. I like the fact that the ocean is nearby. We walked a lot today. Aren't you tired? For once, he's asking me if I'm tired instead of saying that he's sleepy. That's unusual. And it's event time. I'm home. I saw Jisoo's and Jieun's shoes at the front door.
Hey, I don't need dinner tonight.
Huh? Are you going somewhere?
I'm meeting Jieun outside.
Jieun?
Yeah, he's going to introduce me to someone he knows or something. Anyway, I'm going out to eat some free food.
A girl whom Jieun introduces. I could only think of his playing with fire. Call me if you're going to be late.
Hey, one thing before I go. Don't get me wrong. I don't have any ulterior motives.
Isn't meeting a stranger to eat free food an ulterior motive?
That's not what I meant. Anyway, don't get it the wrong way.
Don't get what wrong?
I wasn't going to go, but I heard we're eating pork belly. Protein is important for cats, you know?
Alright. Eat a lot. Now that I think about it, we haven't had meat at home for a while. The dinner menu is always... Come to think of it, I only cook dishes with a lot of apples. For everybody, it's because Jieun likes apples. Actually, I have the refrigerator mixed right now, so I don't know. She's disobeying my orders, apparently. Jieun recently began to eat vegetables well, too, so I made sure to prepare the things he likes. Is that why the cats are going out often? Jieun, I'm home. Jieun was staring blankly at the TV in the living room. I didn't mind anymore whether Jieun answers me or not. Jihei is probably busy with work. I think Jieun said this morning that he's going to go to the bookstore, but I don't know when he'll be coming back. It's the 2 of us for dinner tonight. What do you want to eat? Then should I make vegetable salad tonight? Apples. Huh? Apples. What'd you think he said? You want to eat apples again? Jieun nodded. Jieun only shows interest in apples. And Jihei. Alright, but no more than 2. But I made a promise with Jihei. Crunch, crunch. 2 apples were gone in a moment. It's just amazing to look at how fast he can eat with that small mouth of his. Let's stop eating for today. I promised that I would only give you 2. Jieun looked at me straight into the eyes. His eyes were like jewels, so beautiful. Jieun tried to say something, but closed his mouth. Huh? Do you want more? Jieun blinked his eyes once. Really? He blinked his eyes once more. I feel like I'm talking to an animal that can't speak. Wait.
If he eats too much sugar, he could become aggressive.
Aggressive, huh? Honestly, I'm a little curious. Jihei comes home at 11 these days, and everyone else is out. If I feed him some apples and put him to bed right away, no one will find out. Jihei said Jieun becomes aggressive, but how aggressive can he be? It's gonna be like gremlins, you know, you feed them after midnight and they turn into like these horrible creatures. I feel a bit sad for breaking the promise with Jihei, but maybe I should give him a bit more. I'm really curious as to how Jieun would change. Okay, then just for today. His eyes twinkled. Actually, he's had lots of apples plenty of times before, so if she just gives him a little bit more now, it should probably be the same as the other times when he's gorged on apples, wouldn't it? I'm not so sure, but he seems happy. Here, have as much as you want. Oh, that's a mistake. The best record was 4 anyway. Crunch, crunch. How many apples do you even have here? 7? I couldn't believe his little stomach was able to hold so many apples. Jieun seemed like his normal self. Are you feeling alright? Oh, look at that face. It's so cute. Is he full? You should stop. Huh? Jieun just bumped his forehead on the table. Is your forehead alright? That was such a loud bang. Jieun slowly lifted up his head. His dazed eyes. Red forehead. Apples. No, no more. Haven't you had enough? Huh? Give me more apples. No, no more. Jieun's acting weird. And his forehead is bright red and a bit swollen. I shall quickly put him to bed. Shall we go to bed, Jieun? Give me more apples. He never asked for something so directly. I will give you more after you get some sleep, okay? No, this is an order. An order? This is an order. Jieun, what are you doing? His eyes are slightly strange. Oh my god. Hey! Are you drunk? No, I'm not. I can eat more. He's acting like a drunkard. Drunk. Now that I look closely, Jieun's cheeks are slightly reddish. His eyes look so hazy. He really looks as if he's drunk. Is apple like an alcohol to rabbits? I can eat more. Did he just shout? Jieun shouted. Jieun reached for the basket full of apples. No! I snatched the basket away and quickly hid it from his sight. Ugh. If you keep behaving like this, I'm going to tell Eddie. Eddie. Jieun opened his eyes widely. Eddie. Then he hung his head. I couldn't make Eddie happy. What? As long as I'm here, Eddie can't be happy. What is that supposed to mean? Eddie can't be happy because of Jieun? He said a similar thing last time. She says the same things an awful lot. That he ruined Jihei's happiness. Did Jieun do something wrong to Jihei? I didn't know that Eddie could fall apart. Fall apart? Did you do something wrong to Jihei? No, Eddie? I saw it, but I didn't tell him. See? What did you see? I saw it because of my selfishness. Eddie has to meet a good person. He has to meet a good person. What did you see? Jieun was drunk with alcohol, no apples. I couldn't understand a thing he was saying. Jieun looked at me. I can't see your future. My future? Incomprehensible words began to spill out of Jieun's mouth. I feel something cold from you. A deep sorrow. Yet you can smile. It amazes me. What? Jieun's comment pained my heart. I'm always smiling on the outside. I actually feel very anxious. The animals will leave me someday. I don't want to admit it, but someday I'll become alone again. My future is unclear. What kind of life do I have to live? And if I work hard, will Mom acknowledge me again? I'm anxious, scared. But I'm just pretending to be strong. Well, that is... It's not because I'm an amazing person, but it's because I don't want to show others who I really am. I heard the door open. Who is it? Oh no, it's Jihei. He found you out. You were caught. What is... Eddie? Oh my gosh, Jihei is back. He made me promise not to give too many apples to Jieun. Eddie. Jieun stood up and ran over to hug Jihei. Sorry, Jihei. Jieun ate a little too many apples. Jihei glanced at me sharply. Oops. Whoops. Oh, darn it. I can't go back. I couldn't bear to say the number and instead slowly unfolded my fingers, indicating the number 7. Ah. Jihei looked at me in silence. Is he angry? He must be. I'm sorry. Eddie, I missed you. Looking at Jieun, who had lost his control, Jihei looked troubled.
What happened to his forehead?
He slammed it into the kitchen table. I felt even worse. If I had known that this would happen, I wouldn't have given him those apples. But it's too late to regret now. Eddie, I am sorry. Jieun randomly apologized.
Yes, you ate 7.
Give me a hug, Eddie. Jihei became silent at Jieun's request. Then he picked Jieun up. Wow. Jieun's small, but he's still a teenage boy, yet Jihei holds him up so effortlessly. Eddie. Jieun played with Jihei's hair. Jihei's neat hair became a bit messy. Seeing that made me realize once again how close the two were. I can smell you.
You were acting careless tonight, young master.
Yeah. Holding Jihei's neck, Jieun closed his eyes.
My lady,
Yeah?
I hope this would not happen again.
Sorry. I didn't know it was going to be like this. I'm going to have to make sure this won't happen again.
Then,
Carrying Jieun in his arms, Jihei walked out of the kitchen. I could hear Jieun continuously murmur, I'm sorry, to Jihei. Why does Jieun think that he needs to keep a distance from Jihei when he obviously likes him so much? I became even more curious. Let's take him on a date to the bookstore. Hey, what? What happened? Take him to the bookstore. No, oh, not... Dummy, I was clicking on the wrong thing. Yes. Do you like books? I like books that Eddie reads me. A picture book. That's called a comic book. Yes. Interesting. And let's look around. Stickers! Stamps. I keep calling them stickers when they're stamps. I'll hold them. No, they're not heavy. Please, open the door. Well, we're making some progress. He's carrying things for me, even though he's still not opening the door. So he's getting a little bit more chivalrous, at least. And now let's take him on a date to... not the bookstore. The restaurant again. Yes. What is the reason for taking me out? I'm just curious. Oh. Do you have anything you want? Yes. I want pudding.
okay. For dinner? Or for dessert?
Oh, no! Not the food! I wanted the stamp. Stupid game. The food was okay. Although Eddie's cooking is better.
Except for when he's cooking you broccoli soup, apparently.
I'm full. Thank you for taking me today. Today is Christmas. Until last year, I spent it with the art club members, but this year I want to spend it with someone special. Someone special. Jieun blankly looked around at the streets. The streets were filled with people dressed as Santa Claus, fancy decorations, and couples holding hands. Christmas carols could be heard everywhere. Jieun looked so distracted that I was afraid I would lose him. Jieun, make sure not to lose me. Okay. Jieun looked at me and nodded once. Christmas. Yeah, today is Christmas. It's the day when couples show off their love. What? I didn't expect this line from Jieun of all people. Surprised, I stopped in my tracks and looked at Jieun. That's what the TV said. Oh. So he heard it from TV. It seems true. Jieun looked around him. Is he talking about all the couples on the streets? Yes, we usually spend Christmas with lovers in this world. Lovers. Jieun looked at me. Are you and I lovers? Jieun asked in a voice as if he was asking, what did you have for breakfast today? What am I supposed to say? This is an unexpected question. No, I'm your owner, not your lover. Since you and I are spending Christmas together, are we lovers? Oh, you can spend it with someone else too, like your family or friends. Then you and I are friends? Family? Jieun and I don't think we're actually friends, and we're not related either. How am I supposed to define our relationship? Well... Why did you want to spend Christmas with me? Why? That's because... I felt that you're the closest person to me, so that's why. Closest? Yes, you're special to me, so I wanted to come out with you on a day like this and have a great time. Jieun looked at my face. I see. Yes, does that make you uncomfortable? Jieun shook his head. I'm happy. To be with you on a day like this means I'm chosen by you. Jieun smiled slightly. It felt great to hear those words. I'm glad that I decided to come out with him. I have something for you. For me? Jieun took something out of his pocket. This is... a card? It's a card with Merry Christmas written on it. It's a Christmas card. This is for me? I took the card from Jieun. They told me that you're supposed to give this on Christmas. They? The cats and the rabbits. They said you're supposed to write a card for a special person. Oh, special person? Me? And Jieun picked out the card himself, too. This is so nice of him. I didn't expect this at all. Thank you, Jieun. I really appreciate it. I was really touched by his thoughtfulness. When you're happy, it makes me happy. Jieun smiled warmly. The card from Jieun. The Christmas card that Jieun gave me because he thought I'm special. I'm going to treasure it forever. Oh, another event quickly after that. After the apple incident, the number of apples Jieun could eat a day decreased to 1.
1 per day.
Jieun blinked his eyes in dissatisfaction, but Jihei ignored his silent protest.
Keep that in mind, my lady.
Okay. A few days after the incident, as soon as I stepped into the kitchen after coming home from school, I spotted something shocking. Ah! Apples were rolling around everywhere in the kitchen, and a pair of red eyes was gleaming under the table. Jieun! Jieun was hiding under the kitchen table with an apple in his mouth. You surprised me big time. What are you doing there? I could see the apple box I had kept in the cabinet under the sink rolling on the floor. Oh my gosh. I could smell apples everywhere. What in the world happened? Jieun stopped eating the apple and looked at me. I can't believe he made such a mess just to eat the apples. What would Jihei say if he found out? Jieun never made any trouble before. Jieun, you promised to eat only 1 apple a day. Not enough. If you break the promise, I have no choice but to hide the apples. Do you want that? And Jihei will be worried about you, I said in a stern voice, but Jieun looked at me with no expression. His cheeks were red. How many did he eat? Do you like apples? Jieun nodded. He looks so cute when he nods like this. But Jihei will be worried if you eat too much. And what if he hurts his head again? You don't want to worry Jihei, right? No. Then you shouldn't eat apples secretly, right? Although if he eats like this, it's not exactly a secret. Jieun? Don't. Huh? Don't give me orders. I was startled at his sharp voice. He was drunk from the apples again? I wasn't trying to give him orders. It's not an order, but a... Be quiet. Quiet. Jieun curled up his body. What's wrong with him? Jieun? I don't want to hear it. Jieun shouted, his eyes closed and his body curled up. His body began to shake. I've never seen Jieun react so strongly before. Is it because of what I said? Is he feeling unwell? Jieun, are you okay? Are you sick or something? I don't want to hear it. Leave me alone. Jieun looked up. Leave me alone. Jieun's eyes were filled with tears. Startled by Jieun's sudden reaction, I didn't know what to do. Is he feeling unwell? Or did something bad happen? Jieun! I didn't know exactly why he's close to tears, but I can't just leave him alone like this. Leave me alone. I feel like I'm suffocating. Suffocating? I see.
Why are all your grades so low?
All the expensive tutor lessons aren't paying off.
Other students did it this way, but you've done it so differently.
I don't want to hear it. The man ruined you that way. Mommy will save you. Trust me, I'll help you succeed. Do as I say. Can't you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand? How many times do I have to tell you? Mom, please! Let me go. You're suffocating me. I remembered the past me, doing everything as I was told, whether it be from Mom or the teacher. No one was interested in my opinion. From a certain point, I'd forgotten how to express myself. I'd never expressed what I wanted in my life. I didn't even know myself what I wanted. When Jieun said he was suffocating, I was reminded of my past self. Jieun had a history that he didn't tell me. Perhaps it was like mine. I was saddened by the thought. I approached Jieun, who was shivering. There was a reason Jieun was saying this. There was a reason Jieun had said he wanted to be an animal who couldn't think or hear. I didn't know yet. Leave me alone. But Jieun probably had a sad history too. Jieun, it's okay. I carefully stroked Jieun's back. Fortunately, Jieun didn't resist. It's all right. Everything's fine. Eddie? Jieun suddenly hugged me. Aww. Eddie. Eddie. Mistaking me for Jihei, Jieun called me Eddie. He thinks I'm Eddie. He must have had a lot of apples. Jieun. Eddie, people were mean to me again. People? So Jieun wasn't shouting at me. Then who are these people he's talking about? It's okay, Jieun. Even though I'm not Eddie, if I can cheer him up a little bit, then it was okay. Eddie. Eddie, don't go. Jieun was grabbing onto my sleeve. I patted his head until he fell asleep. And that's it for today. I hope to see you in my future videos, and I'd be so grateful for any likes, comments, subscriptions, or shares with your friends to show your support. Thank you so much for joining me, and I wish you all health, happiness, and safety. Dirili signing out. Bye-bye, everybody.